Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first podcast, Photos by Jayson. So today I just wanted to talk with you guys about the top 5 cameras out there and, which ones that you can go get if you really are about, that camera stuff. If you're really trying to get into professional to if you're just a beginner, just trying to keep it as a hobby. So we start off with number 5, the Sony Alpha 6000. And it's a mirrorless camera that's kind of old, but is one of those powerhouse cameras that, takes great photos and is really used for a lot of street photography work. It's got a really good, superb AF system. It has a great EVF, but it doesn't shoot 4K video. So for anybody who was planning to, shoot videos too, this camera is not for you. And it's also not touchscreen. So, for all those millennials out there that like touchscreen stuff, it doesn't really work for that. And then we come to number 4 on our list, which is the Canon EOS Rebel SL3. And this is one of those beginner cameras that I was talking about. It's really easy to use, has excellent live view autofocus, and, it also shoots in 4K video for anybody who wants to, shoot videos as well. But it's bigger than the mirrorless model, so, it might be a little bit bigger than what you imagine it to be, even though, that might not really be a big deal to most people. We come to number 3 on our list, which is the Nikon D3500, and it is another DSLR camera that has great ergonomics and superb image quality. It is versatile and affordable, so it's much more cheaper than a Canon, and it also gets the job done, so another win for Nikon right there. But the only bad thing about this camera is that it has a fixed rear screen, so I don't know how many people are going to, be used to that kind of thing, or beginners especially, but I feel like it shouldn't be that much of a big deal. And we get to number 2 on our list, which is the OMD EM10 III, and it's more of like a cheaper mirrorless camera, but it's one of those, another small fit-in-your-coat kind of camera that is very compact and has extensive controls. It's like a tiny little pancake zoom camera, but only has 16.1 million pixels, so you're gonna have to be pretty close. And this takes us to number 1 on our list, which is a Fujifilm X-T3. I'm not really surprised about this. Fuji really runs the camera industry in terms of creating really good cameras that are really, really good at taking pictures and video. But the only bad part is that these cameras are really expensive and can go for up to $1,500 for a single camera. But this camera at number 1 is another mirrorless camera and has full area AF coverage and shoots in 4K video up to 60 FPS. And has high-speed burst modes, but the only bad part is that it has no in-body stabilization, so you're going to probably want to use a tripod or just be really steady with your hands and don't shake a lot. And another good thing about this camera is that you want to shoot sports, you want to shoot film, you want to just take pictures and stuff. It takes all of that, that 4K video and all-around photographic subject does it all brilliantly. And congrats to Fujifilm on creating another amazing camera. This is more of a professional camera, though, so I wouldn't recommend a beginner trying to spend a lot of money getting this because it's really complicated to use if you've never really used one before. And yeah, so that's my list, and that concludes this first podcast, and I just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in and hope that I can keep this going in the future and make something out of it. All right, have a good day.